Hey, good morning, everyone. We are back in for a class. It's Monday morning, bank holiday Monday for some of you. So you've got this class to do whenever you like. We've got our little live class assembled and good to go. All right, so this morning we're going to start out with a stretch, and then we're going to use the hand weights and do a little session. We're going to do sets of 10, so 10 perfect reps on every exercise. Starting out with a stretch and a wake up and a loosen off from the weekend. Whatever you're doing over the weekend, let's loosen things out. Let's go down onto the floor. We'll get down into box shape and we'll start our warm up from here. Okay, team, so down into box shape on the hands, on the knees, reset the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Let's go cat to cow. So cat to cow stretch, using your breathing to time the movements. And just breathing in whichever way it feels best for you. Perhaps exhaling on the way up and inhaling on the way down, or maybe it works better for you to do it the other way. But allowing your breathing to time those movements. And see if you can just become aware of that mobility that you have through the length of the spine. As you curve the spine and stretch up towards the ceiling, gently dropping the chin in towards the chest. But then as you extend the spine and shine the chest forwards, you can feel how the pelvis tilts one way and then the other. Good. And then bring that back to somewhere in between, into that neutral spine. Good. Reset the shoulders. Let's lengthen one leg out, touching the toes on the floor. Lengthen that leg. Good. From there, lift up to the horizontal, lift out the opposite arm into Superman and hold. Good. Breathe into that position. Right, let's hold that arm still. Let's take that into the glutes as we lower the toes down, lift back up into that leg lift. So Superman leg lift. Lengthen through to the arms. So both arms lengthened, one on the floor, one out in front, and we've got a leg lift. Isolate that leg lift. Feel that work into the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg up there, bring the hand back down, and then toe touches out to the side. So we're going to take it out to the side and touch down, and then bring it back. Out to the side and bring it back. And again, feel that range of movement that you've got through the hip. So loosening out through the hip, touching out to the side, touching out back. And feel that work that you need to do through that midsection so you're strong through the core to bring that foot out to the side. You might find there's a little bit of side flexion, so I could exaggerate that if I want, or I could try and keep the torso absolutely still. I don't really mind how you do that movement, but you've got that control of the movement and that awareness as to how the body is holding itself and that leg is moving. All right, push out to the side and hold it there. You can allow that foot to flatten on the floor and just reset your alignment. And then whichever leg is out to the side, lift up that arm and stretch it high. Good. Lengthen through the arms, open out through the chest and shoulder. Turn the vision up to look through the length of the arm. Nice. Good. And again, feel that strength you have through the torso. Breathe into that stability you have through the arms, through the shoulders, through that supporting hand. And then place that hand back down. Keep that leg out to the side, but push the other foot back into an L-shaped press position and hold. So it's a little bit like a high plank position, but with that leg out to the side. Arms long, shoulder blades down. Good. And now feel that length through both of those legs. Feel that stretch, perhaps through the hip flexor on that back leg, perhaps through the adductors on that leg out to the side. Re-lengthen the arms. Strong through the core. For 3, 2, 1. Place that knee back down and then bring that other foot back in and refine that box shape position. Good. Reset the shoulders, other leg lengthens out. Lift up to horizontal. Opposite arm into Superman. Lengthen through to the fingertips, through to the toes. Check that spine is in neutral. And then leg lifts up and down. So lowering down, toes touch down on the floor. And then lift back up to the horizontal. So freedom of movement through the hip. Activating the glutes as you lift up into that leg lift Superman position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg stays lifted, arm comes down, reset the length of the arms. I'm going to spin around here. There we go. From there, bring that foot out to the side, touch down with the toes, and then sweep it back through, touch down out back. Side toe touches, sweeping that leg through, like a windscreen wiper. Big, wide, sweeping movement. Not that you would have needed your windscreen wipers on Saturday for the glorious day that we had on Tyree. Sunday morning, in contrast. Okay. Good. And then bring that foot out to the side, flatten that foot on the floor, recheck your alignment, and then that leg that's out to the side, that arm reaches up high, stretch to the ceiling, look through the length of the arms. Nice. And again, feel that length, feel that stretch, that openness through the chest. Breathe into that. Good. And then place that hand back down, leave that foot out to the side, restack those shoulders and that foot, that knee that's on the floor, lift that up, press up into that high plank position, that L-shaped press up position, but hold. Lengthen the arms, shoulder blades down. Good. And again, aware of how the whole body is working to hold that position. Breathing as you hold. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee back down. Bring that other leg back in, back into box shape. All right, quick rotation stretch. Take one arm, reach it underneath, thread it through, place the shoulder on the floor. The length of the arm is on the floor. Feel that rotation through the torso. There. You could push up onto the fingertips and just thread that arm just a little bit further through if you like. Feel that extra rotation that you can get. You can breathe and release into that movement. And then sweep that arm back through. Other side reaches through. Place the shoulder on the floor. Lift up onto the fingertips if you like. Reach that arm a little bit further through. So that's rotation through the torso, through the shoulder as well. So you've got that stretch through the shoulder. Get a stretch through the muscles in the upper back. Breathing into that, releasing any tension, and then sweeping that arm back through, place it down onto the floor. All right, roll it over onto your back. Let's wake up those abs. So take it into your start position, feet flat on the floor, arms by the sides, relax the shoulders. Breathe. Okay. Good. Bring the fingertips up, support the weight of the head, pull the tummy in towards the spine, as if you're going to lift the tailbone up off the floor, but lift the head and shoulders up off the floor. Head and shoulders lifted up. Good, feel that tension in those abs. Breathe into it. Knees come up into tabletop position. Good. So again, as if you're going to lift the tailbone up off the floor, feel that tension, feel that work in those abs already. Can we start out with leg extensions from here? It's going to be a leg extension out to the horizontal. And then bring it back with control. Re-extend. And then bring back. Extend. Bring it back. So that once more. Extend. Bring back. Can we add in a leg extension to the vertical? So I'm going to take one leg, extend it to the horizontal, bring it back, and then kick up with that same single leg to the vertical and back. Same thing with the other leg. Horizontal, back, vertical, back. Horizontal and back, vertical and back. Keep the head and shoulders high. Support the weight of the head if you need to, as if you're trying to peel the tailbone up off the floor as well. And now, as you do that vertical leg extension, can we add a toe touch? So as you extend, reach up to the toes and then back. Horizontal, back. Vertical with the toe touch and back. Horizontal, vertical with that toe touch. And now as we do that horizontal, can we add a crisscross movement? So horizontal, elbow to opposite knee, back. Toe touch, back. Can you coordinate that movement? No, I can't. Try and coordinate that movement. So you do elbow to opposite knee as you extend to the horizontal. Toe touch as you do the vertical. And those abs are burning. So I think if you're doing this
in the right configuration, you should be rotating one way on the horizontal and the opposite way on the vertical. Are you doing that? Is that what's happening out there? One more each side. And then relax head and shoulders, relax the feet down on the floor. Abs awake now. Good, feet flat on the floor, push up into bridge. Hold and breathe. Good, breathe into that, lift hips a little bit higher until you get to that point of stretch through the hip flexors. Good, wiggle the toes around, so lift the toes up, lift the heels up perhaps, just wake up those feet, keep them active, and then feet flat down on the floor, lift the hips a little bit higher. And if you can, if you're inclined to, lift one foot up off the floor and then stretch that leg up towards the ceiling. Allow the arms to hang or just relax onto the floor. Good. And from there, halfway lower, lift back up. So single leg, halfway lower and lift, or perhaps you've got both feet flat on the floor still, and it's a double leg, lower and lift. But either way, engaging through the glutes, activating those glutes and the hamstrings. So it's a single leg lift into that bridge position. One more after this. There, put the other foot down on the floor. Relift those hips. Hopefully they haven't dipped too much there. Check your alignment, and then other leg lifts up, extend towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch down the back of the leg, and then halfway lower, lift back up. See if you can find that same height that you had when both feet were flat on the floor. Good. Really lengthen that leg up towards the ceiling so you get an active stretch through that leg. Oh, there's no way Morris would be doing this morning. He was sore coming down the stairs this morning, and then he was getting Rufus to do errands for him for things that he'd forgotten and left in his room because he couldn't face going up the stairs. Okay, one more, lift up, and then both feet down on the floor. Relift those hips one last time. Hips high for 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Right, let's take it onto the side. So roll over onto your side. Find a comfortable position. Lengthen those legs. I'm going to roll it back slightly into that comfortable position, and I'm going to drive one knee up towards the shoulder. So single leg knee drive. Extend, knee drive up. Okay, so find that movement, find that mobility through the hip. So starting out with knee drives. See if you can bring that work into the obliques. Okay. So we've got knee drive up. Now let's knee drive up, hold it there, and then kick up high and back, extend. So knee drive up, kick high, back, and extend. So you're getting an active stretch again through the back of the legs. How are those legs feeling? If you were running at the weekend, what's going on with those legs? So find the angle that is possible for you with that kick out, and see if you can fully extend that leg. All right, extend that leg, lift the lower leg off the floor as well. You're not going to prop yourself up here. You go into a double knee drive up towards the chest, and then fully extend. Okay, find the position that works best for you. Maybe you've got both arms wide. Maybe you're supporting the weight of the head. Whatever works best for you. And bring that focus into those core muscles. So obliques in particular, working hard to drive those knees up towards you. Okay, feel that work through the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-lengthen those legs, lower it down, and then stretch out long along the floor. If you can lengthen that top leg, lengthen the top arm, stretch out long for 3, 2, 1, and then relax, roll it over, and roll over onto the other side. Spin around so I can see. There. So lengthen onto the other side. I'm going to roll it back a little bit, find that comfortable kind of balanced position, and then preparing the core, single leg, knee drive up towards the shoulder. Good. So what sort of range of movement do we have through that hip this morning? Just working with whatever available to you. Knee drive up towards the shoulder. And then from there, we've got that knee drive up and then that leg extension, picking up to whatever angle you're able to this morning. So knee drive up, pick up, and then extend back out. So try and straighten that leg. Try and pick out an angle which allows you to straighten that leg. Good. And then lengthen that leg. Lift up the lower leg as well. Maybe shuffle around your position so you're in a strong, grounded position. And then we've got double leg, knee drive in towards the chest. Do what you like with the arms, whatever's going to work to focus that effort into those core muscles. So double leg, knee drive, working into those obliques. Good. Feel that work, those prime movers, those abs powering this movement for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-lengthen, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, lengthen out, stretch that top arm as far away as you can, stretch that top leg as far away as you can as well. Breathe. Good. And then relax and roll it onto your back. Find a nice comfy position, feet flat on the floor. Good. All is well in the world. You can relax those shoulders and just breathe. Feet flat on the floor. Nice. All right, so gently warmed up and mobilized there. And those abs, yeah, giving a little, a little run through. Let's go back though to that crisscross leg extension movement and see if we can re-coordinate that and bring that work back into those core muscles. So fingertips supporting the weight of the head, gently pulling the tummy in towards the spine, as if you're lifting the tailbone up off the floor, but peel the head and shoulders up. There, shoulder blades settled down. Breathe into that position. Feel how already you can feel the abs having to do some work in that position. Bring the knees up into tabletop. There. Feel that strength you have in that position. Poised, ready to go. So we did leg extension to the horizontal. As you extend, elbow to opposite knee. Find that position. One leg lengthened, elbow to opposite knee. Bring it back in. Same leg now extends to the vertical. Opposite arm to the toe touch. Got it? Bring it back. There's your start position. Other leg extends. Elbow to opposite knee. Bring it back in. Lengthen the leg to the vertical. Toe touch. And then back. All right. Keep that movement going. And again, if you've got that configuration right, you should be rotating the torso one way as you do the horizontal, and then rotating it the other way as you do the vertical. See if you can find that flow. Anticipate the movement that's coming next. So as you come down from that toe touch from the vertical, anticipate then elbow to knee that you're about to go into. So you're rotating to that same leg that's just done the vertical extension. Make sense? Good. And feeling that strong burn in those core muscles. Yes, are we getting that? Okay, one more on each side. And then relax the head and shoulders, relax the feet down onto the floor. Good, and stretch it out long. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna roll it over and bring ourselves up to standing and shake it all out. Good, all right, so feeling worked through that midsection. Right, we're gonna spend just the next 5 or 6 minutes or so with the hand weights, going through a few sets of 10 for the upper body, in fact for the whole body. So I'm going to grab my medium weight set of dumbbells. Okay, I'm going to take this into a combination movement. This is going to be a squat into a press, but I'm going to add in that single knee lift here. It's going to be a single knee lift. So a combination of movements working the whole body. All right, so it's a squat, feet nice and flat on the floor, shoulder blades down, weight 50-50, anticipating the weight shifting onto one side as you take it into a knee lift with a shoulder press. Have we got it? One more practice rep. Down into the squat, nice and smooth. Press up into the knee drive and a smooth flowing shoulder press. All right, your best 10 reps. You have to keep time with me. So we go down into the squat. Press high into the shoulder press. I'll count, but don't worry if you go out of time. That was 1, 2, 3, as smooth as you can. 4, there are going to be wobbles. You are going to be leaning over to the side at times, but it's your job to correct that and bring that alignment back. So it's that act of realigning, refinding your best stacked up alignment, reinforcing your awareness as to how you're holding your body. And of course, I've lost count. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Place those dumbbells down. I'm going to grab one dumbbell and take a slightly heavier dumbbell here. So one dumbbell or a kettlebell would work. You're going to stand tall. Knee lift up. The knee on the same side as the dumbbell. Stand tall. Find your balance. Okay, can you guess what we're doing? I'm sure you probably can. You're going to kick back into a donkey kick position. Lengthen that leg and hold. Standing leg is softened. That knee just naturally softens. Have we got that? Back leg out straight. Spine in neutral. You could hold that, or you could go into a single arm row. Re-lengthening the arm. Lifting that dumbbell or kettlebell up. Keeping the shoulder blade down. Keeping open through that shoulder. There. Standing ankle working hard. We're doing your best set of 10. That was 5 already. 6, re-lengthen that leg. 7, 8, 9. And hold it still on this last one. Re-lengthen the arm, and then you're sweeping that knee back through, refining that standing tall knee lift position before placing the foot down. Good. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but before we do, just check that row movement. It's a row like this, single arm row. What we're not doing is rounding through the shoulder here or through the upper back. So you could do this movement standing, and it's exactly the same as you do it in that donkey kick position there. So set up on the other side, you switch hands with the dumbbell, knee lift up, stand tall. Breathe into that length through the whole body. From there, kick back into donkey kick. Lengthen that back leg. That standing leg working already. Arm hangs down long. So the back is probably about horizontal here. So just like I did when I was standing, that arm is out in front and it's a row movement, just like you did, or just like you saw me do when I was standing. Shoulder blade is down, chest is open. Donkey kick, single arm row, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, it is going to be wobbly. You are going to be refining your alignment and your balance all the time. And that was 9. There's 10. Re-lengthen that arm, recheck your alignment, and then you're going to sweep that knee through. Stand tall, tall, there it is, and then down and relax. Good. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, we've got time for a couple more. So I'm going to take both dumbbells now. Good, so we're going to a heavier set of dumbbells here. Stand tall. Take it into a split stance, a small split stance. We're going to curl up and lower, up and lower. So a simple bicep curl. Bring that squeeze into those arms. Think about the posture that you're encouraging. The back is up straight, shoulder blades are down. You've got that shoulder stability, even though it's the arms that are working. So for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now take it up here into a shoulder press position. Stand tall, feet together, push up into a shoulder press. Bring it back so the body is moving in one plane. So as if your back is flat against the wall. Again, think about the posture that you're encouraging for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the dumbbells down to the side. Bring the feet to about shoulder width apart. Reset the shoulders down for a squat. Hold it there for a moment. Low squat position. Feel that strength that you've still got in those legs. Push up high for a squat. There's 1, and down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Get rid of the dumbbell. Bring it back here. Take it into a wide stance. Feet nice and wide, feet parallel. And then lengthen the arms and just breathe. Breathe. Arms lengthened, legs lengthened. And just take a moment to bring your awareness back to that alignment through the length of the neck, through the shoulders, through the arms, through the length of the torso, through to the length of the legs, through to the feet. And breathe into that awareness. Any achiness or tightness, just try and release that as you exhale. Letting go of any tension that doesn't need to be there. Good. Feeling your body's ability to work, your body's ability to function. Perhaps it's worked hard over the weekend and you're feeling that achiness. Aware of your body's ability to heal. Good. Okay, take one arm, reach that arm up high, lengthen up towards the ceiling. Bring that other arm up, stretch it down the length of the leg, perhaps supporting yourself on the side of the leg. One arm stretches high, one arm reaches low. Feel that length through the side, that stretches through those side muscles, through the ribs, through the arm. And then switch over, one arm high, one low. Opening out through the ribs. Breathing deeply. Good. And then bring that back up, both arms stretching high. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, circle the arms around, stretch down towards the floor. Fingertips stretching down towards the floor. Bring that stretch into the back of the legs. And allow yourself a few breaths just to relax deeper into that stretch. Keep the hands stretched down low, but now allow the knees to bend slightly and prop the forearms up onto the thighs. And just feel how that stretch changes into the adductors perhaps. Good. And from there, bring that back up standing, walk the feet back in. Just march out those legs, shake out the arms. All right, the body feels awake and the mind is alert and woken up for the day and for the start of the week. Team, so whatever weekend you had, whether you were on Tyree running, cheering, supporting, or perhaps you were somewhere else in the world doing whatever it was you were doing, I hope that's set you up for this new week and you feel good for having done that session. But yeah, for now, from Team Tyree, that's our week kicked off, and I'll see you back in the gym Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock as usual. All right, good work all of you. I'll see you there. Bye for now.